I will tell my soul, Soul, you have many goods laid up for many years. Take your ease, eat, drink, be merry. But God said to him, You foolish one, tonight your soul is required of you. The things which you have prepared, whose will they be? So is he who lays up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God. Luke 12:9-21. It's very easy to get caught up in the things of this life. We may have work, school, family, friends, and hobbies that take up most of our time. We have ambitions and goals set in our lives. These things can become very important to us, so much so that we focus on little else. Our culture encourages this unrelenting drive to achieve these things, the things that the world finds important. Over our lifetime, we accumulate possessions, experiences, achievements, recognition, and praise. The more of these things we attain, the more of them we want. It's easy for our focus to remain almost exclusively on these things. We think about advancing our careers, scholastic achievement, attaining recognition for ourselves and the things we've done. We reward ourselves with possessions. As we get more possessions, we not only want to hold on to them, but we want even more of them. We see things advertised on television or in magazines. We see others with things that we'd like to possess. We then try to achieve more so that we can possess more. Before long, our lives are consumed with advancing our position at work, in school, among those we associate with. We want more recognition, more self-indulgence, more things. As we go through our lives, it is easy to forget that this life is just temporary. In James 4:14, we're reminded of this. Yet you do not know what your life will be like tomorrow. We're just a vapor that appears for a little while, then vanishes away. The devil wants us solely focused on this life. If we're only thinking about this life and the things we can accomplish and possess, then we won't be thinking about our next life. If we're only thinking about this life, then we'll prioritize the things of this life over the things of the next life. That means prioritizing ourselves and our desires over God and what He wants us to do with the life He's giving us. In 1 John 2:15-17, the Bible warns us about focusing on worldly things and worldly desires. Do not love the world, nor the things in this world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the boastful pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world. And the world is passing away, and also its lusts, but the one who does the will of God abides forever. The Bible says that if we're born again, if we're living for Jesus, we won't indulge in our old sinful ways. The priorities and the sinfulness of the world won't be our priority. We won't be greedy, which is to put our possessions and our time above everything else, to make God out of it. Ephesians 5:5-7 says, For this you know with certainty, that no immortal or impure person or covetous man who is an idolater has an inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and God. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of these things the wrath of God comes upon the sons of disobedience. Therefore do not be partakers with them, for you were formerly darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. We're to live our lives for God. We're to live the way He wants us to live, not as the world would have us live. God's priorities must be our priority. Do not lay up treasures for yourselves on the earth, where moth and rust consume, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, which neither moth nor rust consume, where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Matthew 6:19-21.